Hello guys, Monkted here. Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make an animation on Roblox Studio. The first thing we're going to be doing is inserting a block rig. So just go ahead and do that. Once you have your block rig, just go to the animation editor plugin, which should already be installed. Then you're going to want to click on your dummy, and you can just name it to whatever you want. I'm going to be doing a flip animation, so I'll just name it the flip. And then the first thing we're going to be doing is explaining this timeline right here. So what the timeline does, and it shows you when your animations are like being played. So if we just quick rotate the character right here, this animation, these little hexagon thingies or whatever, like the diamonds, they show that there is an animation saved right there. So what it's going to do is right when the animation starts, it's going to boom, be right here. If we drag the clip over here, then add the 6 mark, and we bring the character back up, and the character's going to be up. So if we click play, we can see that it goes up. And if we just bring it all the way over here, just to more dramatically show that, it will bring the character up. So that being said, the closer it is, the faster it will get. So look how fast this is. I guess I deleted it. So that being said, we're just gonna make a flip animation quick, and we're gonna start by making the player off the ground. So you can click the move tool to move the dummy. We're gonna move him about this high so it looks like he's jumping. Then you can just grab the leg and then rotate it up, and then you can take this right here, this knee over here, and you can rotate that. So it kind of looks like this already. And actually that's way too fast, so if we just do that slower kind of, and move this over here too. It's like jumping up. And we can just move the knees up a little bit more actually. And then we'll bring the legs down, or the knees down. Bring the legs up, move the legs down. So if you want to add a thing, you can just click on it, but it's not working for me right now. So if we just click the plus button, and we will add the left foot and the right foot, or the left lower leg and the right lower leg, just like this. And now we should be able to click on it, and yep, now we can drag it down. It looks like this. Same with the left one, left lower leg. We can click it, and then we can make the arms kind of like up and like grabbing like around the chest, so it's kind of like in a more smaller area. Alright, so now that we got that, all we have to do is kind of like move this forward and then move the head up. So if we had the head, and then we can click on it. It doesn't look like it added it, so we can just click it again. It still hasn't added it. Maybe it did. Head right here. So if we just move it up a little bit, we click play. You can see that's what we have. Then all I have to do now is move it forward a little bit, and then select this like little torso right here, lower torso. We're gonna rotate it a bit, move it forward, rotate it more, move it forward, and then just keep doing this until you're satisfied with how it looks. And then once you're at that point, you can just click play, and it looks like it's a little bit too slow for a flip. So if we just do it again, yeah, that's a little bit slow. That looks good to me. If we click this button right here, and then we click the animation to action, priority, it basically just makes it so no other animations cancel out any of these moving parts. And then we can click publish to Roblox, and we can name it to flip, and the creator to whoever you want it to be. And then once you get this page, you're going to copy this ID right here, you're going to close it, we can exit out of that, and then we can just go to the start of character scripts. We're gonna add in a local script and we'll name it to flip animation. All one word like that. The first thing we're gonna be doing is local animation equals instance.new animation, and then we can do animation.animation ID equals rbx dot our asset ID. Then we can do colon and then these 2 backslashes and then your ID right there, which you copied. So you can just hit Control V or right click and then paste. And then once you got that, you can do, actually we'll do it above here. So we can do local UIS equals game, get service, and then user input service. Then we can do local player equals game.players.local player. Then after that we can do UIS.input began connect function. Right after that we can do input in the parentheses, and then we can do comma chatting. So now we know for chatting and what their input is. So we can do if input dot keycode equals enum dot keycode. We'll do t equals sign, so enum dot keycode. And then we can do dot e, whatever you want it to be. Then you can do then or and then we need to see if it's chatting, so and not chatting. And what chatting means is when like you are chatting, if you hit E, then it won't do your flip animation. So now we can just do local load animation equals player dot character dot humanoid colon load animation. And then we can do the animation. So we can just put the animation in there. And then we can do load animation, colon play. And then there's one more thing we need to do. So if we do a local debounce, so we can do right here, do local debounce equals false, and we can do and debounce equals false, or if not debounce, then up here we can do debounce equals true, and then we can do wait to debounce equals false. And then actually we need to do one more thing still. We can do player colon wait for child. We'll do repeat wait 0.1 until player.character colon wait for child humanoid. Yeah, that looks good to me. We can even do 0.5 or 1. So now that we have that, I think it's gonna work. We can just click play. And when we click E, what I'm hoping should happen is we will do a flip and we'll land it and there should be a debounce. And since we have that while wait do, we shouldn't get any errors. Alright, so we did the flip. It's not the best flip, obviously. You guys should be able to do better. But yeah, it's working. There's a debounce. I keep clicking my keys and it's not doing anything until the debounce is false or whatever. You guys can do any animation and you don't have to do UIS .input began. You don't have to use user input surface. You can do basically exactly this, but instead of this, you can do like UI GUI mouse button, one click, connect function, and then you just put it in there. So you take this, and then there you go, you got it. So obviously this isn't a UI yet, and you can just fiddle around with that and what you guys want your animations and what will happen when your animation is fired. But that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. If you liked, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.